So Mike and I just made a huge discovery, didn't we, babe?
I want to throw up.
So we've had this card for a couple of years. We've not been using it right. So please use this video to better understand how to use this card. All right, guys, one of the big topics when it comes to RVers this summer is going to be fuel prices. How many of you have RVing friends that have already made comments that they're canceling their trip out west or they're canceling their trip of the Northeast because of the high fuel prices? Some of you maybe might find an RV resort and just stay put for the summer, but others, like Mike and I, we still know that this summer we have a trip planned. We are actually going to leave Mountain Falls this summer and head towards Nashville, Missouri, Nebraska, and then up to Sturgis, and then come home for a little bit. But because Mike is vintage racing again with his teammate Jimmy Adams at Featherlite, we have found ourselves having to go to some racetracks. Road Atlanta, we already did Sebring, we'll be going to Watkins Glen, so that's a pretty big trip for us up to Watkins Glen, New York. And I said, while we're going up there, let's go to Maine. Let's go see some different things that we haven't seen on the Northeast. So we have plans to travel. Now we already have this one card called TSD Logistics that a friend of ours got us involved with a couple of years ago. And I also have been experimenting with just regular gas apps for the tow vehicle as well. So here's what we found out for you guys. Hopefully you find it useful. All right, so we are at a pilot station, and here's my little TSD Logistics card. We used this card a lot out west this year, but I have to warn you, it's really only good at Love's, Pilots, the bigger truck stops. Some of the smaller truck stops that you can only find sometimes out west will not accept it, but it's very easy. Okay, Skinner, you got a video ready?
I can do it, by the way, but it's just more fun when you do it.
Okay, well here, you record me. This is how easy it is. Okay, so we had a little bit of an issue at the tank. So here's what happened. I handed Mike the camera, right? When I said, here, you have to film now. Well, he accidentally shut the camera off. He missed the best screw up of my life. He could have used this against me forever.
At the pump.
Or at the pump, whatever.
We weren't at a tank.
So first of all, the whole purpose of this video is to save you money in fuel, right? How much was our fuel?
$808. And we had a quarter of a tank when we came in here.
$808 we just spent, and we already had a quarter of a tank. I think the most we had spent all summer was maybe $500?
$650.
$650. So, use this fuel card to get your savings. This is what ours looks like. I think they might look a little different now because TSD Logistics now has gas cards, actually, that you can use. This originally, I think, was really only for truckers. And some of our RVing friends had said, you can get the card, you basically get on their website, you sign up, you give them your bank, because it comes directly out of your bank account. And then after you fuel at the pump, you end up getting a little report via email, and it'll show you
how much
money you saved.
Yes.
So I'm a little flustered this morning. And while I was sitting at the pump, I entered my card. I was trying to show you how easy it was. They ask you for your control number. Well, we don't really have a truck number.
What do you think it would be?
No, it wasn't number 5. It's your code to get approval, which is the last 4 of your social. But it's confusing because when you set this card up, you have to do a PIN. So when we did the PIN, I got a little confused. I always put the PIN number in. Well, it said denied, go inside. So then I had to go inside, but you know what? You go inside, you hand the card to the cashier, you say you're using this card, and then they ask you for your control number, and then you use the last 4 of your social. That is your control number, and then you get your fuel. So we'll see how much we saved, but I should get the email in a couple of days. But oh my gosh, $800?
Just think if we'd have been empty.
No. Okay, so we are trying to figure out how much did we just save at the pump with our TSD Logistics card. I went on to tsdlogistics.com, and I've just realized that now they have a new program called Open Roads. So I'm going to apply for that or see if I can merge my TSD Logistics account to Open Roads because they have an app, and that will be way easier when we are traveling, trying to find places that probably accept the discount card, and you can probably look up your discounts there, so stay tuned. I just went on and I downloaded the Open Roads app. See the picture? This is what it looks like. So after you get your EFS TSD logistics card, then you make sure that you download the app. When you register your card number on the app, it'll show you your account. You can look at all your past transactions. And I just realized we have not been saving as much as we thought because we're not going to the right places. Now, with the new Open Roads app, I can find truck stops and you can actually look at the differences in price. Check this out. We just got fuel in Fort Pierce. We went to the Pilot because I had a McDonald's. Well, that was a big mistake. We should have went to Love's. The Love's would have saved us, what? Well, look at the app here. I just took a screenshot of how much it was savings. And then I went just for shits and giggles. I said, oh, if we would have went to the TA center, we would have saved so much more. Look at how much more. We would have only spent like $4 and some whatever cents per gallon if we just would have looked at the app and went up the road a few more miles. Big lesson learned, you guys, but it's definitely worth having the app, and learning how to use the app would be a plus. Okay, to make matters worse, it shows you amazing truck stops. That's the other great thing about this app, is that a lot of times when you're trying to find truck stops, it'll show you the ones that are participants for Open Road TSD Logistics. If we would have just had the app before our last stop, we would have paid like $711 for fuel versus $808 or whatever we spent. Ah! Okay, now let's say you're looking for a way to save money for your tow vehicle or just your car in general, even when you're not RVing. So Mike and I, we were watching the Today Show, and it was on a Rawson report about gas saving apps. And the one that I felt that looked the best, even over Gas Buddy, was one called Get Upside. So it's called Get Upside, and I downloaded it, and I did do a little test last week. I have a Cadillac Escalade. I had like a little under a fourth of a tank, so I filled it up. It was like $80 to fill it up. I about had a heart attack because I don't think I've spent that much in years to fill up my car. And when you first start, they give you these little bonus cents. If you refer friends and they do it, you get extra 20%. So that particular day, I found a gas station where they were offering me 45 cents off per gallon. And I thought, this is not gonna work. So, but I did it. I pulled the app up. I found the best deal within a mile or two. It was a Circle K marathon. I went in there. I claimed the offer. So you have to claim the offer before you go to the pump. And then it gives you very good instructions on how to follow procedure for them. As soon as you pay, then you say that you've paid. And it takes about 24 hours, and then you look in your app and you look at your cash out, which I'm showing a screenshot of right now, and I got $8.80 back. Hey, think about how many times you fuel up. That'll add up, you know? And what I love about it is when you cash out, you can put it in your bank account or you can use it towards a gift card. And they have a bunch of gift cards that they offer. So just another little gas saving tip for that tow vehicle too. It's worth the extra time, you guys. It really is, especially when you know how to use the app properly, right, dear?
Yes.
And you know how to look up your invoices and actually read your gas savings. I'm glad I did this video. Now I know how to use TSD Logistics.